start.
Good morning.
Good morning. I was showing Cheryl how many questions I have written down. Some of them, most of them answered, but I didn't have time to squeeze them in the videos. So not that I'm not working, I'm working.
You are working, I know.
But it's not always that I can put some of them in the videos. But I'm trying to answer every one of yours. Thank you so much for being here. And we were just saying, Jan Martin, hello. BP, thank you so much. I was lucky to see how beautiful BP is. Well, yeah.
Makes it nice.
Yeah. And we met on the Skype. Patty Thompson, Esmeralda. Before we met on the telephone, but now I was able to see her, and she sent me a picture of herself and her family. And thank you for your stamps, time stamps.
Yes, that's what she did.
Yeah,
and Margaret from Arizona. Thank you for putting in.
Back horse riding, the same for me, meaning differently for. So I'm always kind of, I don't know which. Hello, Greg. You read the names because I'm so behind.
Sewing True. I haven't seen that one before. Thank you and welcome. If this is the first time, I don't know. Patty Thompson, of course. Mm-hmm. Margaret. Esmeralda. Jan. When I said, I read it out and I said, sorry for being absent so very long. She says, yes.
I know you lost your grandfather. Our deepest condolences.
Sold Your Vision. Oh, nice. Welcome.
And I'm looking for the previous winner. I wrote his name and I don't know where is he.
Is he in the last time, Samster?
No.
But you posted it at the beginning, right?
It is 2 videos back. And it is, I think, live. So I will check here.
Playing wordscapes only.
Because I just want him to. Thomas Ballatine. Ballatine.
Ballantyne.
Please send me your email if you want to take a part, or if you don't, then I can donate that time to someone else. So please contact with me. Okay. Usually I have the last winner, Psychic Zilla, and I asked her, is it from Godzilla? And she said yes. So she was so thrilled, and she is beautiful. And
she had her reading already?
The other 2 that I was doing, I already did.
Wow.
The one for for full hour and one half an hour. So I'm just with my with the Thomas. I'm behind. Yeah. And because it was her birthday, I didn't even knew. I never met her, but somehow it was lucky for her. And so happy New Year for everyone. So I met her yesterday, and she can sing. Ooh.
She sang to you?
She sang to me. She asked what my favorite song is, and I said that I Will Survive. Boy, she can sing.
You didn't offer?
What?
You didn't offer to sing for her? One of her favorites?
No, I don't. Yeah, she will have to run through zigzagging.
Oh, I'm sure she would be very kind and listen to you.
My husband is enough kind. Poor guy. So the lottery winner will be announced at the end of the video from the previous video. And please contact as soon as you can.
So now, when you said that today, there's going to be an announcement from those who entered on Saturday's comments?
My video by myself.
On Saturday. So the comment section there is where the draw is taking place from at the end of this reading.
And it's peanut. And I like to get to contact as soon as possible because VP is so kind and she's writing those stamps, so I can remove that name and then put the stamps. And they were so helpful when I was looking what I was predicting. Again, so I will be using word red room instead of...
Don't say that other word.
No, it is the opposite for... You can read opposite.
For what happened in Idaho.
Yeah. About Brian, I think he is... he might have COD and I believe that he took some pictures in that place, that he cleaned everything so precisely as much as he could. So there is the reason there was no footprints. And they will eventually even trace him because his blood will be now in the blood bank. They might trace him to other because I don't believe that it was his first crime. Maybe he get away with the other ones because he can be so sterile with what he is doing. He can program himself. How lucky they are that he is out of the picture. Well, he's not guilty until he's proven guilty. I'm sorry. But
wasn't he put on suicide watch?
He is, and he's wearing some turtle. I never heard about that turtle outfit, so you can't hurt yourself.
Gee, Epstein didn't get that.
Why not? Yeah, this is something that we will never learn. And I was joking. I said, I have the same jacket. I like it so.
Yeah, we actually have quite a few things that are the same, which is really funny. And I mean, this was bought in the, the late 90s.
Yeah, but it's so
I keep
nice.
classic clothes and
I like and I have in this closet. Mine is more goldish.
It's really, really, really funny.
We had nice chat with you.
BP is asking the question, food prices in 2023, will they start to go down or increase any higher?
Thank you for your question. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
When something goes up, doesn't go that easy down. I'm talking about prices. I think it will stay. I just saw that kind of lineup up and down. Ooh, even worse. The problem probably in Ukraine and some instabilities will cause us and the weather. So they will have to bring more food from other countries. I'm sorry. Not a good question. Not a good answer for the first question. I'm sorry.
Well, it's also interesting that you pay the same price and the packaging is way less. Like I bought coffee and I used to fill my container because I used the beans. I used to fill my container and still have a whole bunch left over. Now I don't even fill it. It's way down about an inch.
Yeah, they are cheating.
Yeah, and they're making lots of money on it.
Yeah, that's...
And Patty, yes.
And it's for entertainment only.
What's your joke of the day? Do you have one?
Oh my gosh.
Think about it.
Well, yes, I was shopping Saturday and my knee was hurting me because I'm saying I'm a pop star because my knee popped out. And I was in a grocery store walking like an invalid with the,
Holding onto the cart?
This thing.
Oh, she has a knee brace.
And by the end, I'm standing at the cash with the lady. She's asking me, do you want any bags? And I said, why would I need any bags? I don't need any competition. I'm old back. I'm feeling like old back. Boy, this lady was laughing. She's looking at me and then grocery and she is laughing. So that's the joke for today.
And remember, joints are part of Ehlers-Danlos, weekend joints. They go out.
Yeah. So.
Or she was pole dancing, or she was disco dancing. That's what I had asked you. Were you disco dancing or pole dancing when it went out? You made me sad. You said you were shopping.
I wouldn't admit it publicly. It's for entertainment.
Oh,
Hello,
yes.
Beverly. How are you?
Now, and please put in your questions.
Yeah. And she has about, Beverly has a question about airlines because she was stuck and she was looking, she sent me emails, a picture actually, and that one of those bags is her and she was looking for in 2 days in Houston for her bags.
And I have to get out of this and go back in order to get the updated comment section because it only updated so much.
And soon everyone can do this by themselves. Melissa, should anyone with access to the blood DNA debates entries themselves to be tested, hopefully. Yes, and I learned when we put our DNA, I wanted to know my DNA because I'm a little bit Norwegian. I knew about German and I knew about Gypsies and I knew about probably Russian influence because the borders were moving. So Eastern European. But about Norwegian, I thought, I don't know. But my pupils are very small and that's typical for Norwegian. Ooh.
Well, you had your DNA done, right?
Yeah. And they sent me so many links to my ancestors, the connection that I had.
They didn't go back to the time when we were cousins?
No. There was no DNA but I have so many cousins in USA, in Kentucky.
That was through your aunt, wasn't it?
My aunt, and she didn't answer when I told her that I'm psychic.
Mm. Anyways, Irene Lacour is asking, hello, will they ever find Cleopatra's tomb?
I answered that one.
Okay.
It's in the water, so I remember I answered that one. And to remember all the questions and then answers, I can tell you. And if you ever have, I can show you how many I answered on the public. Yeah, but this one I answer on the public. And then Beverly had some question.
I'm getting down there.
Okay.
There's a lot of what a community you're commenting to each other, which is wonderful.
Oh, there was one. What will happen to the Santos? Okay, I don't remember who asked that one, but I know it's
2, 3. Mary Raleigh is asking that.
And it will be the symbol for the new emoji, probably laughing or lying, kind of. The Santos.
Santos, yeah. George Santos.
George Santos, because I remember I said that there will be some scandal about the Santos. Now I don't know if I didn't mix them.
Well, I think that other one's still coming.
Yeah. He will get to the Senate, and then he will be walking on his eggshells. He would try to pretend that he is noble. Oh gosh, that will be fun. I don't 3 cards more because
2, 3.
Well, he will. If I'm working with the bracelets, he will be unable to walk straight. So he will have a really twisted. Yeah, he will pay some price. He will be hurt. They will try to destroy him. The GOP family will be against him as well. He is not bringing them a good reputation.
Will he actually be indicted? Here's her follow-up question.
Oh, 3 cards.
1.
I put some already
2.
back. I hope I'm not pulling the same.
3.
Wow. You know, in the Middle Ages, they had that torture room that you will have to confess to everything, not even what you didn't do. So they will take him he will have to, I pulled the same card. I said, I hope I didn't, but I was not shuffling yet. Everything will be in the white day. Everything will be visible what what he did. So there will be a lot of scandals. I don't think he will last to the end, but they will let him in.
Well, they want him still to be there because they can manipulate him.
Well, not only this, but they want him to have that voice.
Mm-hmm. Beverly
Leyeski.
Will Southwest Airlines be able to regroup and continue, or will the airline be bought out by another airline? You answered
I
that.
answered that one. So you have to watch my previous video. I know you were with your family.
Melissa's asking, shouldn't anyone with access to the blood DNA database entries themselves be tested?
I answered that. I said that we will.
You should. Yeah.
We will. 3 cards.
Fine.
Maybe this is under. You can
2.
look for your. I don't think you will have access to others. You
3.
can only have access for yourself. Not that you can search for the family. That will be controlled by the ancestry. 21 something. So I think they will hold that, and they will be sending you emails that you are connected with someone, and to the point that you have enough. And so it will be like that, but you can enter by yourself. There will be a lot of disagreements about that. A good outcome for some people, and it will be a good job. Some people will do a good job. But there will be some people will not be happy, because if you have a bad rotten apple in the family, they don't want to be, pulled out of the.
Lori Sue is asking, it is suspected Liz Cheney is protecting Ginny Thomas. Might this be the case?
3 cards.
1.
I think you asked me similar question long time ago.
3.
They were girlfriends. They knew each other quite well. And yeah, she feels that do the dirty laundry somewhere else, not in your house. So she didn't want to expose her. But that doesn't mean that DOJ is not allowed to go that direction. He should go to expose Ginny. Yeah, that was dirty trick that Liz Cheney was playing. But the law will be provided. And Liz Cheney, Ginny will still feel that she is on a safe side, that she didn't do anything that is not illegal, but maybe her husband will be paying some price.
You thought maybe he was going to be leaving.
I long time ago, and I'm reminding, it's not happening yet, but I said long time ago that I see him like disappearing. So and we didn't knew anything about Ginny that time.
No.
So that was something that came to me, and I said, and I just want to say things that.
So is Biden going to follow up and try to add to the Supreme Court or get rid of some people, perhaps like Kavanaugh, etc.?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Not anymore. He could have done this, and he didn't. No, he put the tape on his mouth. He should have, because he had the House and Senate. Now he is without House. Big change. Maybe someone will pass away, and he will add someone by surprise. But it's not that he will work on it. I see him with the chain to his leg, and it's too heavy for him to walk forward with that.
Well, he sure came in where there are a lot of problems to solve.
And when I found that few cards, I bet that the Rudram, opposite way,
That's Idaho.
from Idaho, that he was writing everything on handwriting, not on the computer. So
You're talking about Brian?
Brian, yes, that he would not be found, because tomorrow they will be telling us. So I just want to do more profiling.
You were very accurate on so many things.
So I bet he was not on computer because he knows that that can be traceable. And he was doing plans. And he's extremely calculative. COD is symbol of being
Compulsive,
compulsive
obsessive
disorder. So this is that. And I feel that he took picture. I said that. And he can look at those pictures over and over. I think he hides somewhere the knife because it gives him pleasure.
To know it's there.
To know that it's there. And I said that I saw him in that white uniform that
forensic people wear when they go in on a murder scene.
But his father has apparently a cleaning duck company.
Wow, he had access to it.
So he can have that outfit without even searching and buying this.
So you mentioned about taking pictures of things.
Yeah.
Have those been found?
We will. Thank you. And I believe that they will say that he has Asperger's syndrome.
So that's on the.
That's my belief. I don't know, but I feel that that was his inability to communicate.
Yeah.
And that the girls were calling him crip because he didn't know how to.
His social skills weren't there.
Yeah.
So that's on the autism spectrum.
And he was not too lucky to have girlfriends, so he might be still a virgin. He was going to Catholic college. I'm not saying that that can be proven even, but so far, no. And that might not be his first murder. Red room, sorry. And I said before that he was trained to kill, to fight, and he was, as a young man, doing the kickboxing. And he had extreme problem with heroin. He was using heroin. So this is for tomorrow, because tomorrow I will be glued to the TV and learning more after I will come from running my chores.
So out of all the stuff that they found at his residences and his office and everything, did they ever find pictures? Or are those still hidden? 1, 2, 3.
He has some place that he's hiding. He is working as a policeman and red room. So he is working on both sides and controlling himself. Hide this way, hide that this. Maybe he has some place where he has ability to hide something. That will come out eventually because they can trace all the places where students have the access to the lockers. And what else? That way they will be able to trace the knife and the pictures, if I'm correct. Everything will come to the surface. Everything will be visible. All secrets will come out, and they will say that he needs some help from the doctors, mental disorder.
So will that place him, if convicted, into a mental institution versus a prison?
And he will be making money of writing books because people will buy those books. I don't think that will be allowed. Actually, the family could stop him from making profit of it, but he still will feel that he wants to be famous. That was the question. So what was the question? No.
Do you want to answer that?
Which one?
Well, will he end up in a mental institution or a prison?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
There will be 2 targets. When you are shooting and you have 2 targets, you don't know which one you have to shoot in. So he will be smart, because they are saying that he Asperger disorder, he's extremely smart, and everyone is saying that he is very
Smart and calculating.
smart and calculator. They will be worried to put him in any institution, both in prison or institution, because he can play so nicely. This card is coming so often today, and this one was already in. So there is something about his ability to pretend that he is smarter than people who will be running the show.
Well,
And
in
he
prison,
will
it
be
would-
cheating. He will be cheating.
In prison, he might be passing that knowledge on for a copycat.
Oh, there will be copycat. Oh. Do you want to?
Do you want me to ask?
Yeah.
Or will there be copycats, or do you want me to ask, is there a copycat of his crime?
Maybe will be, because
Will there be copycats of his crime?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
So many. There will be people who will be learning on his way of doing things. Don't trust. Keep your doors locked and put some cameras outside and so on. Especially if you are living by yourself as a woman and you feel vulnerable.
Okay, now that left us on a fearful part. Is there any good news that's going to come out of this?
Okay. Well, more people will buy cameras. More people will be locking the houses because
And more watchful of situations.
Yeah, and then there will be watching not to bully anyone because he was bullied, and then that can eventually progress for something so bad. So we can't be bullied to anyone, and I'm fascinated with that story.
Well, you were right on so many things, though. That's already been proven.
Thank you.
Now, Soldier of Vision, how do you see planet? It's Nibiru.
Nibiru. I think.
Nibiru affecting Earth when it approaches in 2028. 1, 2, 3.
Some new illness. Like when the comets are coming, sometimes the illnesses are following, so there will be some new thing. But otherwise, it looks like there is rainbow of a family. We will be feeling vulnerable, but and then sometimes we will have to feel more about protection, about being more educated about stuff, speaking up about the planets. I don't think it will give us too much trouble.
Diane Valdez is asking, is it safe to fly out of the country? We don't know which country you're flying out of.
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe to even to fly?
Three cards.
1, 2, 3.
Well, now there will be more of this new variant coming from China, probably. And Canada on Tuesday, Thursday, we will start checking everyone who is coming for vaccine.
Into Canada.
And then USA, I think it's
already in.
So, yeah, the world is open. You can fly. Just you are connected with people, and as long as you are healthy and, there will be accidents on the planes, there will be problems, but every few years, every few months, there is some catastrophic fly, so I don't want to scare anyone anymore. I was saying that there will be problems on airports, there will be so many delays. And that when people were planning for Christmas.
One particular airline, yeah.
For Christmas, and in Canada we had that problem as well.
Yeah, but not as bad as what went on.
Yeah, but yesterday I was listening. That looked so. It was. I don't like to wait on the airport. Once I was only 7 hours, and that was when the war in Croatia started.
Esmeralda is asking, what do you see for Ukraine now? 1, 2, 3.
Both sides will be attacking and fighting. I feel so sorry for Ukraine, and there will be more anger growing up on Russian side because they are going for the work that they are not appreciated of. So a lot of work will have to be done after the war, a lot of healings and started new rejuvenating the country, but I don't know if it will be this year or next year. It's 2023.
Well, it's interesting that the story is about regaining land, etc., and saving their people. But what happened to all the Nazis who were invading, which was their primary reason for going in? They were going to save the Ukrainian from the Nazis.
They forgot about that.
The story has changed. It's evolving.
And now it's a war. Before you couldn't even say the word war, and then Putin started using that word.
Yeah. Be Free is asking, do you see anything going on behind the scenes with Betsy DeVos and her brother Eric Prince? Are they still doing nefarious things? So Betsy DeVos?
Yeah, I know. And her brother, who has kind of private army.
Yep.
And
1, 2, 3.
they are still making money. Some ways they are still able to gain money. She doesn't as much as he is gaining.
They're already multimillionaires. So
yeah, she will be still feeling free and happy about some things will come out of to the surface. We will learn more, and there will be some dirty games that they will be, maybe even Jack Smith will go after him, after Prince.
Well, there was speculation at one time that Eric Prince brought in some of his people to help Trump with that episode at the White House that he did.
In front of when Trump had that Bible.
Oh, in front of the church, upside down, yeah.
Upside down.
Moving people around and tear gas and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you were asking me that same moment. You said why they don't have any badges at those Eric Prince people. Well,
They didn't identify where they came from.
So we can check now.
So is Eric Prince involved with that photo op that they did outside the White House? 1, 2, 3.
And he had a good spot, so he was observing everything, how it was going, and it's Nike sign, yes. He was expecting to be even more. And he's in the shadow, he's pretending to be a good, and his sister gave up on the last day to work for Trump, but that was best to take a picture. So she is on the...
So with Jack Smith going after indictments, will Eric Prince be one of the people who will actually end up with an indictment? Will there be enough there? 1, 2, 3.
That will sound like a war. I don't think he has that much army to go after him. I'm sorry, it doesn't look... Oh, maybe the shaky tower. But he will try to go around. And Jack Smith will be making good choices. I can't promise you because he's afraid that it will be a war if he will go after Prince.
That's kind of scary in itself.
It is.
That there's people who are protected.
But we are not hearing anything more about Prince and Trump.
No. Cheryl Simpson is asking, is now the best time to tell parents to put their social security number on their children due to the insatiability in the world?
We don't do that. I don't think
we're individual. Everyone has their own
social security, so I can't really even know what that will do. So maybe I will avoid that question because I don't really want to give you the wrong answer. We are connected with one social number, social security.
That's for only us. We don't share it with anybody.
And the children has their own since they
As
are
soon as they
born.
start working.
As soon as they're working, or since they are born.
I had to apply for mine when I started to take a job because you need that for income tax purposes.
I came to Canada, so they asked me to
You were
apply.
older. you came. You were not a little child.
But I know that, everyone in Canada has to have their own social security number, and you can't give them to anyone.
Now, Pretty O is asking.
Oh, the earthquake in California, will it hurt?
Will it hit hard in San Francisco?
I know I said that a while ago that there will be some. So that's what
That's from Donna Luna.
That's what you are asking.
The earthquake in California, will it hit hard in San Francisco? 1, 2, 3.
San Francisco is more protected now than it was before, but there will be damages in south of San Francisco. There will be some damage. People were doing a really good job now to protecting the buildings. This card is coming and coming, like I have to check my heart. Because it's sometimes when I see the same card, I think it is still appealing to me. But yeah, a lot of people will be worried and feeling vulnerable. I said a while ago that there will be some earthquake in California, and I'm seeing slides in California, and I hope that's not going to be too dramatic, but that means that there will be a lot of rain in a certain short time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because when the new Congress is sworn in tomorrow, they're going to be verbally taking the Constitution oath.
Oh, they will be. And
yeah, it doesn't have
they
much
will
meaning
say,
for some.
I lied, that I will be honest.
But you know what's interesting? Do you feel some sort of a lightness? Like I feel lighter this year. I think that there's a huge amount that's being exposed that can be worked on. So out of that, hopefully there would be a lot of improvements, even in the United States policies and things.
I feel today, I thought, when I was brushing my teeth, I thought, well, I'm not thinking as much about Trump. And look, we didn't have any question about Trump.
Not many, no.
No, so it looks like eventually that cloud will go away. And now it's Santos, and then it will go away, and so on.
But more things are being exposed now and hopefully addressed.
And that's good. I'm surprised that the New Yorkers didn't check this guy, this George Santos.
They had a little bit, they said, but nobody really followed up on it.
They never thought that someone can do
so many things. Like, I mean, wow, he's got a real list there.
Oh, we have to finish. I have to run to work.
And so Justice John Roberts, his only concern is about the safety of the justices. What about the dark money that's being given to justices, and also the their line of not working in the best interest? Because I really miss Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh.
She provided balance and a different perspective.
And there was
even
not
though
that much. There was only one difference.
There's nothing really in there anymore right now that's making a huge difference that I see. Will anything be addressed? Will Roberts be stepping down at all at some point here? 1, 2, 3.
It's like 2 people are going through the alley in a church wearing the dark outfits. Now, very long black outfits going to the church. In the alley, everyone is sitting. How to read that? in the church, you're supposed to promise that you will be obeying and you should be noble. At least in the church, you should act noble way. But they are wearing the black outfits, the strength. They have dirty game, playing dirty games. Now Roberts would like to stay and lead. He is not happy about that. He wants the court to be a more noble place, but it's not. He has bad characters there. And he's not going after the money. I can promise you, church is not going after the money as well. They like the money.
Now I have a question. It's one that I have texted you, but it's not the one that you don't want to answer. It is the one. Kim Jong-un is doing so many things with his nuclear stuff, and he has progressed significantly in effectiveness of it. Did Trump provide him with secret documents to help him on his quest to be a nuclear power? They have such a good friendship. One.
And Trump had a bank account connected to King Jong-un. It's like people are hiding something in the pocket. They were lovers. Oh my gosh. He wanted King Jong-un to be called king.
And he also wanted to be called king, I suppose.
So they were partners. Now the King Jong-un is by himself, but he thinks that he has the smartness and so on. Eventually, everything will come out to the surface. The judgment day will come, but it's not that it's too late.
Now, the follow-up, when I look at, the lover's card, do they have a past life together? Okay. Trump and Kim. 1, 2, 3.
They were lovers. They were lovers in their previous life. And it's always about Trump traveling, always related to ships, and King Jong-un was like greedy. He was so greedy. He wants to eat even flesh. So they were very long time ago lovers in the very primitive time that they were eating flesh without cooking this too much. Yeah. One, King Jong-un was a woman, Trump, I don't know which one of them was a lady, and the other was her lover. And they were doing some rituals in the middle of the night,
on that lifetime.
But they were very primitive. It's not that they were but they still like each other. They still have connection with each other until it's like they were a couple thousand years ago, living in the primitive times, and they were sitting by the fire and eating and sharing the same kind of meat and feeling without any abilities to be humanly, like animals.
Was that common back then, though?
Oh, probably.
For that time.
We still will be living in a cave. So they were living in a cave. They were doing what they were doing together.
A question was asked, Violetta and I have a very...
Hello, Sharon P. Happy birthday.
Violetta and I have a very, very special and close connection, and it was immediate. But there's also, I was asked a question on here that I answered to the woman who posed it, and that was, have I, like my interest in, do I do cards or any of that stuff?
Oh, yes.
And I had answered because I've always been spiritual. I just am that way. And which makes our connection really, really nice. And I've been doing my own cards for about 30 years now. So, but I don't do it for anybody else. And occasionally if I have a question to ask Violetta, it backs up my cards and I'll give her a phone call or I'll text her or something. But I don't ask very many questions.
No, I did, some long time ago reading for you, but you don't feel that you need.
No, I get most of my questions and it's my intuition as well. And then if I have something, then you back it up. It always comes up about the same. So it makes it a very, very nice connection. So now you're going to go into Saturday's comment section.
Yeah.
And she's going to do the draw
So
for a half hour.
sorry.
A half hour reading.
And what I said,
Okay, I will show you how I was dressed. It was the
in Polish we have saying, sold on
So when she
the
did it by herself on Saturday, her reading.
so that will be one video before.
temporary.
Okay, and now it's 263 comments, and I'm moving my finger so I can be
So-
neutral. I don't know even what I'm going through. And oops,
So the opportunity to be in the draw multiple times is to comment multiple times.
Yeah.
Your chances would increase.
that's true. I think I said that before. And okay, oops. Sure.
And those who have had readings, so far, at least what they've written in the comment sections, etc., that they've really enjoyed the readings.
Oh, thank you. And I do enjoy them. And I have people who are coming back so many times. Okay. Tammy, TANKSL.
Tanksley,
Thanks.
Tankley. She wrote Happy New Year.
And I hope that will qualify you for the lottery and you are the winner. I'm pinning you so you can psychic Zilla. She was, before even I announced publicly, she knew that she is the winner.
So hopefully, Tammy, you also have that intuition that you're going to be the winner. That would be wonderful.
Because it was already posted. I did the reading myself on in the evening, so it's not like that today that I'm live. So please, Tammy,
You'll be in contact with her too.
Oh, she has
by
to,
this.
She has to send me the email.
Yeah, but you'll tag her and she'll get.
Yeah, I'm doing reading. Bye. My husband is telling me, make sure that you warm the car. It must be cold.
Now, are you doing another reading based upon the comments after this is posted?
This is number 4 reading. Oops.
Half an hour reading.
And
From the person.
So from Tom and Janet Burke.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Tom and Janet. I'm allowed to say their names. And this is number 4 winner. One more winner from Tom and Janet will be on the lottery will take next week. Next Wednesday.
So don't comment. These comments are not carried forward. And so.
No, not this one.
Not these ones here.
But
on the live. So post it again when this comes up as a replay.
Yeah.
And then post under there, and that will be eligible for another half hour draw, which will be drawn on this Wednesday's live stream.
Because this one will not show up when I'm doing the lottery. So please, under the video, when it's done, when it's posted, and it's now 11:49. Yes, so around 11:50, please, after 11:50, because we are finishing. We are going to do the prayers, and when you will post on that comment section, I will take you into the lottery again. And thank you, Janet and Tom, for
And what
your
a special
kindness.
what a special gift to give people that they don't know. And I think that's how the world is.
They
We
are
see so many people
kind.
coming together in
And
support of one another.
Yesterday, Janet told me that Tom went to buy some coats for the children who needs coats, and every year he's buying coats for those kind of kids. And I'm so lucky that they are my patrons. So thank you. And Janet said that they are planning to do this in the spring again. So thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. And so prayers now.
Prayers now for safety, security in the world, that people with mental problems will be taken care of, and they will be able to be stopped in advance of doing some crimes, that we will have heaven on earth, that there will be no wars, no disasters, no anger between people, between countries. How nice it will be. We
And
can
also-
only pray for it.
And also the storms that are coming in the US and elsewhere. We hear the heartwarming tales of people who have gone out of their way to help others. And that is so nice to be able to share those things.
Yeah.
And, they always go on lots of times behind the scenes, but it seems to be maybe they're coming out more, or maybe they're being done more. We're all one people.
Yeah.
We have to remember that we're one community.
Thank you, Mary Raleigh, Kylie Mac, Uptick 888, Nicole, Augustini. Happy New Year, everyone. We can only hope for best wishes for the Kylie Mac. If you can read, you don't see the.
No, I'm fine on this. Oh, Kelly Mack,
Anita.
what wonderful citizens.
Andrea, and all of you. Thank you so
Anita.
much, and see you Wednesday at the same time.
And Happy New Year, and put out good wishes of what you want to come true.
Yeah, we are hoping for the best.
Oh, we're not hoping. It's going to happen.
It's
That's
going
what
to happen.
we want.
We have to program ourselves to be positive, and we have to program
And to receive it, to be in, as Abraham Hicks talks about, channeled by Esther, you have to be on the right channel. So align with that vibration, and it comes to you.
And we have to tell ourselves hundreds of times every day, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy.
And love yourself first.
And
You have to love yourself first.
So I'm going shopping tomorrow.
That sounds like a good plan.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, Tuesdays, that's usually what you do.
Tuesday is my, hello Jan, hello Sonia, Pinola, hello Cheryl.
Oh, and Craig's back on again too.
Okay, so
Thank you very
everyone,
much. We'll see you Wednesday at 11 o'clock Alberta time, AM.
and the winner, please contact with me. Send me your telephone number and on email, and I will contact with you.
And so go into the comment section again after this is posted, and then you'll be eligible for Wednesday's draw.
Because we are 11:53. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Now we can